Alright guys, we have the official reveal of the true title of that mysterious Dragon Ball project, like year 1000 or whatever it was called. So, this is it. A game that's been in development for many years. Oh god. That music. Oh, what is this? Oh god, here we go. This is gonna get copyright flagged for sure. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. They actually did it. This is kind of fun looking. Dragon Ball in a more modern, like, style? Is this the new Supreme Kai of Time? That would actually be kind of funny. Oh god, no. She's a VTuber. Or not a VTuber, but like an idol.
Another incident in New City. That's your cue to head out and take care of it.
All right, Brett. Ready?
Brett. Oh, yeah. Brett. This new Dragon Ball character's name is Brett. The most just like average sounding name ever. Look at this. Okay, they're leaning in with like the superhero-y vibes, the Saiyaman kind of thing.
Nice.
It's dubbed too. That's interesting. Animation looks pretty good too. Yeah, Toriyama worked on this. We found out. They announced, it was thought that Dragon Ball Daima would be the... Daima may have been the last thing he physically worked on, but apparently this game has been in development for so long that he was indeed part of it. Age 1000, yep. This takes place a good while after the end of Dragon Ball Z. In-game stuff. Can I just say I am so glad that they decided...
Just up ahead.
Hold on.
Careful though, I might just steal the spotlight myself. Now, here comes the hero.
So he's kind of cocky and brash. Okay. I'm actually really glad that they've updated the art style and that it's not the same as the first two games, because the first game I thought was fine, but it didn't have an anime-esque art design to it. A lot of people did not like that. And Xenoverse 2 is just like it borrows a lot of the same models. But anyway, I like that this version looks a lot more like an anime, and hopefully, well, I'll talk about that later. Let me pay attention here. Got a little robot friend. I bet they're going to try to incorporate a lot of the storyline from Dragon Ball Online. Oh, Jesus. Is that Bulma?
That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
I think that's Bulma.
Wow, you really caught me off guard. You okay?
What's up with the ring around her neck? Is that all we got? Yeah. Okay. Well, that was interesting. This is the second trailer for this game. And you know what? Gotta be honest. I'm not gonna play through the whole thing again just in case Toei decides to copyright flag it. But, because Toei's done that to me before. I actually think that this looks pretty nice. The stuff that Toei did here. These characters could be fun. Is this fun-looking character? I guess these guys are all friends. It looks like, see, he's like telling them, looks like, hey, you gonna meet up with me? We're going to do this or something. Here's an edgy-looking character, and he's got a tail too. So there you go. Gigantic pompadour. I wonder if he's even human. But this is an interesting-looking character. I thought it was gonna be Supreme Kai, but it's not. This is like an idol. Like a Hatsune Miku. I'm guessing this is gonna be like a Hatsune Miku type of thing, a Vocaloid, like not a real musical artist, just an avatar. But maybe she is. I mean, it could just be a thing that where they've got her image all over the place. It's the high tech allows her to be a hologram everywhere. Here's a team. You got one of the Gammas here helping out, which is interesting. I hit play. I like this. I'm starting to like this character a little more, even though his name is Brett. So I wonder what the story is going to be, because personally, the last two Xenoverse games were about going back and doing the old sagas all over again and just fixing them by beating the enemy that shows up and is like, trespassing in the past. So my hope is they'll shake things up a little bit. I don't know how they could do that, but at the very least, this new art style will make going back through those old chapters again not feel like we've already done this before. Because Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse 1, there's no visual difference at all. So if you've done the mission in the first game, then it feels like you've already done it, in the second game. They just tweak it a little bit. Instead of, like in one scene, like Turles shows up. He intercepts Goku or something when he's trying to go to make the save against Nappa and Vegeta. Well, Turles shows up or something like that. It'll be interesting to see how they make this different than the previous games. But my hope, and I was talking about it, is with this being a Xenoverse game, that should mean we'll get character customization back. And if this game has been in development for as long as it has, or as long as they say it has, I hope they have a ton of customization options. I think the Xenoverse games do a pretty good job of giving you like a chance to make the character the way you want, but it's also it feels very limited in a way as well. Like, okay, Namekians can only wear this particular outfit. Some of the outfits can be shared across, whether you're a human, a Saiyan, a Namekian, a Buu, or a Majin, or one of the Frieza race people. But some of them are exclusive. So I hope that they'll sort of, loosen the restrictions up a little bit. Maybe introduce more different races you can make your characters, or at least more visual customization. There were far more different, races in Dragon Ball than just humans and Saiyans and Namekians and the Majin and Frieza's race people. So they could very easily give you those options, like, okay, maybe this character's an android, maybe you can do the hybrids, where this character's half Saiyan, half human. I don't know. Or maybe you can just have them, just generic alien race, and then you have like characters that generally are humanoid, but you can give them like pointy ears, change their skin color, maybe give them antenna or something like that, just enough to where they differentiate themselves from the other races. I want to see more customization. I always say when you have a character customization feature in a game, more is better, because it gives you more freedom, it gives you more choices. But we really don't get a lot in this other than the cool little intro, which I'm guessing this is going to be, I don't know if this is just for the trailer or if this is the intro to the game. Might be the intro to the game, but this also could just be for the project, for the teaser. This looks like a cutscene. This is a cutscene from the game, possibly what these characters will look like in the game as well. No live gameplay, but I mean, this looks good. It looks really good. Yeah, this is what they'll look like in game, but actually doesn't look all that dissimilar from Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I think Sparking Zero has a more dynamic art style, if you will, the more to, put a focus on the action. But this looks really good too. So, but as far as that goes, that's all we've got. We just have a title and a very vague 2027 release date. Over half a year away. I don't know. early next year, mid next year, late next year, who knows? It could very well be the end of next year that we see this game come out. But what are your thoughts on this new Xenoverse game? I wasn't sure they would ever go the route of Xenoverse 3. I know there's been some demand for one. People have wanted to see a new Xenoverse game in the last several years, especially with them just constantly adding more stuff to Xenoverse 2. But now that Xenoverse 2 is officially wrapping up, it makes sense to move on to Xenoverse 3. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this and how it will differ from the first two games. Because I think this looks like a very big difference, just strictly from the visuals. So my expectations are high. And with this being a game that, Xenoverse 2 has already been around for a decade, and there's still a whole nother year that we have to get through this year and make it to next year to see this game. So a decade and some change between the launch of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and the launch of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. So hopefully things live up to expectations. I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about Xenoverse 3. Are you excited for it, or do you wish maybe they had gone in a different direction and maybe made a different type of game? Let me know. Appreciate you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, we will react to whatever the next information is about this game if something really juicy comes out. Till then, though, see you later.